All right, let's proceed to the next step. After installing IBM, after installing Node-RED and the plugins for the Node-RED, you have to proceed to the next step, which is send values to registered IoT device from cloud. Okay, so let's go back to our dashboard. Now we know that we have a device already in the cloud. So if I go again to this tab, and we know that we have a device which was PLC Next and sensor. This was the device which we already created in the last lecture, in which we were pushing the value of temperature and humidity. Okay, so now we have to push the value of set point. Okay, so let me just change the color. In this case, I will create a new device. I will name it PLC Next, and I will write set point. Okay, this is also the device in the IBM Cloud, but here I'm just going to push the set point. So the only difference is in this device, the values are coming from IBM Cloud. Like in the IBM Cloud, we have Node-RED, so I will push the value from Node-RED, which is in the cloud, into this IoT device. Okay, the difference is these value temperature and humidity is coming from the PLC, which is reading from Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi send it to this PLC, or to be precise, PLC Next, and this PLC Next is pushing the value from the Node-RED, which is inside the PLC Next, to this IoT device. And then we have to interlink these devices because we have to make sure the set point and the sensor value are working together. So we have two devices now. This is number one, and that's number two. We have already defined this device. Now we will define this device. Okay, so let's go back to our IoT device. So if you remember, this was the platform for our devices. And if you see, we already have a device sensor, which is getting the value of humidity and temperature in this JSON format, which we have seen that already, humidity and temperature. Now going back here, and I will create a new device. So device type will be PLC Next, and device ID will be set point. So go next, and I will put my token. Click next, and I have to make sure my device information is correct. Click finish. So now I have two devices. Okay, so I'll go back to my devices, and you see this is disconnected. This is connected because it's getting the value from PLC Next. Okay, now this will get the value from cloud itself. So going back to our Node-RED in the cloud. That's Node-RED in the cloud. So just take a device, output device, just like we did here. So we do the same in the cloud. And I want to push the value for the set point. So let's say I will use, just in this case, inject node. So this is just to make a set point value. So I will choose a number, let's say 45. And I will just put the name 45. I will take another one. Let's name it, change it to 15. Okay. So this is 45 and this is giving 15. All right. Now we have to push this value to my IoT device in the cloud. So I will use a function. In this function, I will write message.payload is equivalent to, I will make an object. In this object, I will define a parameter. Let's say set point. This will be message.payload. All right. So message.payload will be my 25 or 45 or 16. Click done. I will connect two inputs here. Connect the output here. And I can also show you a debug node. Looks fine. Click deploy. And here I have a debug node. So once it's deployed, I will click here. And you can see the value goes inside, which is the value 45. And if I go back here, I have to open this one, click recent event. Okay, I forgot to put the information. So open this IoT device, and it's a registered device. Add the credentials, my organization name is this first word here and without a dot. Device type PLC next, ID, set point, and my token. This is the same similar step we did before. I don't want to save it. Click done and click deploy. Now I will send the value again in the device. So the value is 45, and let's see, this is connected and it has got the value 45. Now if I send the value, this is cloud. Now the value is 15, and I see here the value is 15. Okay, so the set point is getting the values from the cloud. The sensor is getting the value from PLC Next. Now we have to club together. So the main action is happening in the PLC. Okay, so this is just the application you have to make in the cloud. So in the cloud, you're just sending the values. And I can also make a dashboard and send the values. Okay, let me just install a dashboard really quick. So then it will be more user-friendly. So I need a dashboard, install. Now in the dashboard, you have a value. You can enter the value using a slider or using a visual display, which is much more interesting. So I would like to install a dashboard. So I have to wait a couple of seconds once it's installed. Failed to install. Let me try again. Sometime if you face an error for installing these plugins, or what do you call it, then you can install it again. Sometime it works. So you can see that my dashboard is here, dashboard components are here, but some problem with my IIoT Watson. So I need to install Watson again. Manage palette. So Watson is here, but doesn't show here. Let me restart. Now my Watson is here and my dashboard components are here. Okay, so dashboard has been installed. In this case, I will take a numeric input, which is here, and I will just connect it here and open the numeric input. You need to add a group. So I will put the group name as PLC Next, and then I need to add a tab. I will put the tab as set point. Or I can just put parameters. Parameters is okay. And I will name this as set point. Value, let's make it 100. Like done. So my set point is defined. I will deploy it. And if I want to open it, open the dashboard, copy your link and create a new tab and put UI. Let's bring it here. So this is my Node-RED in the server. That's the dashboard in the server itself. And that's my set point. And this is a Node-RED in the PLC Next. And this is a dashboard in PLC Next. Okay. Now we have to check if the set point is working. I will, let's say, put 1. So this will push 1 into my IoT device. And I can check it here. Set point, recent events. Let me send again. Here, let's say put 2. So I have the set points. Now the set point is coming from my dashboard. So I can put set point, let's say 16. So my set point is 16. All right, perfect. Everything is working fine. Let's go back here. So the third step was send values to registered IoT device. We just did that. Now what we have to do, like I mentioned here, this PLC Next, which is in my Node-RED, wait, full screen. This PLC Next has a Node-RED inside. Okay, this is a local Node-RED. This has the value of temperature and humidity already. What it needs the value of set point in this local Node-RED so that I can send this value to the PLC, all right, further to the PLC. So let me change the color. Now, how this local Node-RED will access the value of PLC Next set point, which is in the cloud. This is in the cloud. So the question is how the value which is in the cloud in this IoT device will come to the local Node-RED? That is the question. Okay, because this is already coming from local Node-RED to the cloud, but this is another IoT device in the cloud. We have to bring it back to the Node-RED. So for that, we have a step. Step is to create API key to read write the values which is in IoT device. So we have to make an API key which will help us to connect to this cloud devices. Okay, now where to create this API key? So going back to our browser, and you have to go to this platform, Internet of Things, and on the left you will see apps. Okay, in this apps you generate API key. Okay, and here you can put the description. I will write to read write the IoT device in local Node-RED. So you can generate key for different application. In this case, I'm using for local Node-RED. Okay, click on next. And the role of this API key, I will put device application. It's a standard device application. And then I will click generate key. Once you generate key, it will show you your key and the token number, which is very secure. You have to make sure you don't share it with anybody else, because if somebody else has this data, he can access your data as well. So you have to make sure this is secured by you, and you can save it and in your somewhere wherever you want. So I have my API key and I have my authentication token. So these two values you need to save. So I'm going to save it on somewhere on my computer, and you can also do it for your own IoT devices. So once you save this information, that's it. Go back to the local Node-RED now. This is the local Node-RED, if you remember, where we have used this function to send the value to the cloud. Okay. Now what we're going to do here is go back to this libraries and take this IBM IoT in. Okay. Take this guy here and open this one. And here you have an option, quick start and API key. So click on API key and you have a couple of options. Now you have to add your API key which you just generated. So I'll click on this one. So I need API key and API token. So in API key, I will put my key. So that's my API key, and then I will put my API token. And I will name it as setPoint. Server name would be the same. Copy. And click add. And in this case, you have all the devices. If you want to read all the devices, let it be this one. Or if you have a specified device, then you can put the device type. In my case, device type is PLC Next. There's only one device type, so that should be okay. So I will put PLC Next and device ID. The device ID was setPoint. If I'm correct, let me just recheck. So device ID, yeah, it's setPoint. Where is that window? Okay, setPoint. Format is JSON. Click done and click deploy, but I want to see a debug window. Let's put deploy. There is some error. Let me check. Information not found. Okay, server name, maybe I have to put complete. Messaging dot Internet of Things dot cloud.com. I hope this was the name. Messaging Internet of Things. Click update. Done. Deploy. Now this is connected, and this should be showing the values. So it is having a set point inside. So let me just split the window now to make it easily understandable. So this is my local Node-RED, and let me just bring it here. This is my local Node-RED. I want to show you this debug window. and this is the Node-RED dashboard of my cloud. Okay, so I will make it short. So this is from the cloud. This is my local Node-RED, and this is also my cloud. Okay, so I push the value 17. This is my cloud Node-RED, just to make sure, value 17, and I now go to local Node-RED. You can see this value is coming in the local Node-RED as 17. So let me show you again. So this, I pushed in the cloud 18, and that's my local Node-RED. I get the value 18. So I have succeeded in pushing the value from the cloud Node-RED to local Node-RED. All right. Now this makes it easy for me. Once I have the value in the local Node-RED, I can push the value in the PLC. Okay, which was the set point. All right, pretty easy now. So I have to just use this function. Okay, let me just take out the value first. So I will maybe copy this function, will be easy. Message payload path is this one. So I will copy this path, message dot set point, and message topic. The topic is the tag inside my PLC. Okay, so which is set point temperature. So this will be set point temperature, and I think the data type is float. Yep. So click on done. So this is going to be inside this. So I will rename this cloud to PLC via OPC UA. So this is going to push the value in my PLC. Click deploy. Perfect. Now just to make sure, I will put it here. Deploy again. Make it small. So this is here. Let's bring it here so that everything we can see in one window. I hope this works. If it's working fine, we will be successfully pushing the value from the cloud. Okay, so let it be 19. So this 19 should be here, but the value doesn't go in PLC. Let me check why. Oh, I missed a step. I have to put a client. So this is just moving the tag. So maybe I can copy this one, paste it here. Now it's going to the client. Sorry about that. Deploy again. And now the set point was 19. Let's move again. Now it's 20, and you can see the value 20 in the PLC. So immediately this value is going inside the PLC. Now it's 21. So now you can see that set point is 21, temperature is 26, so the heater is off, heater is not working. So I can change the value from my cloud, 26 or 27. Now the heater is true, so heater is working now. So I can change the value in the PLC directly from the cloud. This is what we have seen. Now I can reduce it as well. This is false. So the set point is coming from the cloud. That was the objective of this lesson. So the last step was read the value in the PLC by OPC UA. So this was, or generally it's actually not read. So this is write the value. So we have seen in step-by-step approach, it's kind of complicated. Maybe you have to watch the videos again, how to push the value from PLC to the cloud and how to push the value from cloud back to PLC. This was the idea of this lessons. And we are using PLC Next, which makes it very easy because I'm not using any computer. I'm installing Node-RED in the PLC itself. And then you just connect this to the internet, and then it is directly sending the value to the cloud. And it can also read the values from the cloud. So thank you for watching. Thank you for connecting to me via these lessons. And if you have some more, if you need some more information, we, the Code and Compile, have some free and paid courses in our e-learning school, which you can access on this link, and you can find some interesting courses. And my new course is coming on Node-RED, in which you will understand how to install Node-RED, how to work with the functions, how to work with the message and payloads. And also you will learn how to use different functions, how to use OPC UA, how to link Raspberry Pi in the Node-RED, how you link PLC, how you link IoT device, how this cloud lessons in more details. All right. So I'll see you maybe in the next videos or maybe in the course. So thank you for joining me and wish you a nice day.